Hey guys, welcome back to Main Street. Today for our second podcast, we figured we should get someone extremely special. We flew halfway around the world, went to Los Angeles and got the founder and owner of CoolkicksLa.
Now, CoolkicksLa is a sneaker reselling store, I'd say. It's not a consignment store, but it's a reselling store. So Vedant actually dropped by the store and just like...
We had a really cool conversation with the owner. And you don't want to miss it because Cool Kicks right now is absolutely groundbreaking.
I feel like that kind of concept is like
it's
a
so
revolutionary concept.
most sneaker resale stores are consignments in the sense if I manage to cop a pair of Yeezys at retail,
like they won't buy it off you. They'll just like
they'll keep it in the store and they'll keep 20% off the sale price.
It's like eBay.
Cool Kicks, you walk in with any pair of shoes and they'll buy it off of you for hard cash, and that's what makes them so special.
And they were recycling like hundreds and thousands of shoes
every single week, and they sell a ton of shoes below market value, which is what's pretty crazy about them. So check out what went down there. Today we have with us one of the founders and owners of CoolkicksLa, groundbreaking store here, practically killing it. Just hit what, 85,000 followers? 85,000 followers. They're killing it. They've got all kinds of really famous people coming in, and I really like the concept in general.
So my name's Adeel. I'm the owner of Cool Kicks. So we have another store in Springfield, Virginia. We opened that 3 years ago on Black Friday, and then I was in school my whole life. I got my undergrad in marketing, and I got my master's in advertising. So as I graduated last May 14th, and then I was like, I gotta go to LA to start a business. So I ended up moving to LA 3 days after I graduated, and then I was here May 17th, and then we found this location like the next day, and we had the store opened on June 1st. We literally opened the store up in
a month.
Not even a month, like
less than a month.
14 days.
14 days. So did y'all start with buying other people's shoes?
Yeah, we came in with over like 1,000 pair of shoes. We had them saved throughout like the year,
and
we
you
shipped
bought
them out.
From other people?
And then we were like a pawn shop with shoes. We buy, sell, and trade. So it's pretty unique. It's not a retail store. We have new and used sneakers, so it's pretty dope.
So the new sneakers also bought off of customers.
95% of the shoes we have for sale is from customers.
Okay, but do y'all get plugs directly from like...
Not Nike. We sell used stuff, so we can't get a contract with Nike or something, or Adidas. So what we do is we have some connects where like retail stores where we know like maybe managers or stuff, and then we can get sneakers from there.
Okay, so for example, like with the new Human Race Pharrell NMD which is dropped, y'all had a shit ton of stock. So that came straight from Adidas, or that come from
we
the
just
store?
knew a couple people that are like work under Adidas, but they're not affiliated with them. But we just have like contacts where we can get it earlier.
Awesome, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So the concept behind your entire store was to buy used and promote the culture of selling used sneakers.
Yeah, so the whole concept behind it is basically the buy, sell, and trade aspect. So what makes us different and unique from other stores is we're not a consignment shop. We're more of, we pay in cash, we buy in cash. It's like a pawn shop basically. And then we own every sneaker in here. Like other stores, it's consignment, so they don't own it, they sell it for someone else and take a percentage. So we cut that off, so because customers always want cash and the convenience rather than selling it online on eBay or Craigslist, or it's just the convenience aspect rather than shipping and taking the PayPal fee. We can just come to a shop and get the same amount but get paid cash. So that kind of helps us out and makes us different from other places.
And I mean, I don't know if you'd be comfortable sharing this, but how does it work out for you financially?
It's good. Financially it's good because we know the market of shoes and we know exactly what shoe sells. So we obviously want to pay a certain amount for a shoe, and then we know we can just price it up $60-80 and it'll sell.
So your margins are usually
probably like 35-30%.
30-35%. Yeah. On average, how quick does a shoe run through your store?
It's anywhere from like 1 minute to maybe like a week.
Okay.
So,
but you're really turning around.
Yeah, the turnaround's quick because we buy so much and sell so fast because our social media is pretty popular. So every time we post a good shoe on social media,
people will come.
People go crazy. Like we'll post. We always do free giveaways.
So your free giveaways, when you put up a shoe that it's for free, you basically walk into the show and you're like, I want that, and it's free and you take it?
Yeah, or we get some shoes for really cheap, and then we're like, alright, let's just give it away. Like so rather than making the profit, you rather just give it away. So just to show love. It's good for advertising. It brings a lot of people. And another thing we tend to love to do is hang sneakers on the pole outside, and kids come and they run and try to take the shoes off. So it's pretty interesting. It makes the kids something to do.
So you have these arcade machines. Did you source them from somewhere ready-made? Do you get them built for your idea?
They're already pre-made, the Keymasters, and then we just put our own products in it.
Of course.
And it's pretty good. It's good we get a lot of winners, and then it's really good. It brings a lot of people in there. When you're driving by, you can see, oh, it's an arcade, and then it shows what we really have. And then what we try to do with the Keymasters, we put a lot of good stuff that you can't get, no Yeezys and Off-Whites, and then people love seeing them.
At what stage did you get into this whole culture with street fashion and with sneakers in general?
Probably I would say when I was like 13 or 14. I was with my mom. We were at like some yard sale, and there was like a whole box of shoes, like Jordans and stuff. And I ended up buying like 3-4 pairs from it. And then I ended up selling them on eBay, like a couple pairs, and made like a couple $100. And then ever since then, I always had the passion for collecting shoes.
So, on a membership program, what advantages do members get?
So basically what a member entails is when they pay the $15 a month, every week Sunday at 6 we drop like 200 to 300 shoes, and all those shoes are basically priced under market value. So every week we give away one Yeezy for free, so you have a chance to win that. And then the other Yeezys typically sell for $600. We probably would sell it on our website for $354.
Where do you see Cool Kicks expanding store-wise?
As of right now, maybe just staying here. We have another store outside of DC, Springfield. But I think for now, we're just probably staying in LA. We can make this one store really big by just like having a huge inventory on our website. I don't really see ourselves maybe opening another store, but if we do, it'll probably be down the road. Maybe shifting over to like Bape and Supreme, try to maybe sell clothes, streetwear, maybe opening another shop and just doing that. But as of right now, we're just focused on shoes only.
So Cool Kicks will remain Cool Kicks with just shoes and continue.
As of right now, yeah.
That's pretty cool. And how much have you seen the culture transcend since when you started sneaker trading back in the day and to now? What do you see the change?
It's growing really rapidly. Back then it was more older people wearing sneakers and the culture, but now it's like, especially in LA, I've noticed it's all kids. There'll be young kids, 10-year-olds wearing Yeezys and like a $5,000 shirt, and it's just the culture here. You can go to any raffle, any store with like lines of Supreme and Bape, and just little kids in line, and everyone's a reseller now because everyone knows you can make money off of it, so they're starting at a young age. So this new generation is dope because every time we buy shoes, half the kids, they're all kids that sells the stuff, and it's just shocking because when I was a kid, I wasn't really doing that, going in the streets and standing in lines, and so it's shifted a lot. The culture is getting real popular, but it's really beneficial for companies and businesses like us because the shoe industry you'll always be able to resell. So these kids going out there and getting these shoes is only going to help the resellers out.
So I was saying, Kanye was recently quoted on saying that he soon plans to mass produce Yeezys and make them more accessible to a much larger market, and that'll basically ruin the idea of exclusivity for the whole resale market as an entity. So how do you see that affecting your business and the whole sneaker culture in general?
Yeah, I don't really see it affecting too much. Jordans, 2-3 years ago, you could walk to any retail store and you would never find a pair of Jordans, like retro Jordans, sitting there. There would always be lines for them and all that. But today's world, you can go to any sneaker boutique, retail, any store, and you'll just see retro Jordans just sitting there. And it doesn't really affect businesses like us. It more affects consumers, the individuals, because when we buy shoes, we buy under retail. Because if they're still sitting in the store, we price it off of lower, you know what I mean? So it affects people that are buying the shoes. But it doesn't affect us because we can just buy from them cheaper because we know the market value. So it doesn't really affect us. And then for the Yeezys, Kanye did say that, and he did mass produce a couple of the Yeezys, but they're still going for $500-$600 just because of their Yeezys. So the brand name still holds value. And then he did do some limited pairs, and those are going for like $1,600.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And so is it a lot of active work where you're constantly monitoring how long a shoe's been in the store? Are you guys running that off of software?
No, we're not. We don't track none of that. We basically just see it we post it on Instagram and then the next day it's gone. That's how. Yeah, it's impossible monitoring something like this because it's like a pawn shop. You're getting new and used shoes in every second. So some days we'll buy a couple hundred pairs of shoes. Yeah, it's way too hard to do that, especially with this type of stuff.
It's a pretty simple business and it's running clean right now.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, man. But do you guys see yourselves expanding internationally with franchises, with just the arcade machines?
Maybe. The arcade machine wasn't our idea. There were a couple other stores that had it before us, and then it's just a good business idea. It wasn't like us copying someone else. It's just more, it's smart. It's a free money, and then plus it brings in a lot of people. It's an attraction.
That's pretty cool. Okay, Adeel, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, man.
It's an absolute pleasure. Hopefully we see a lot of more of sneaker culture and street fashion in India really soon. That's basically what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a few events coming up in the future. We'd like to see you guys there soon.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Champagne party on Instagram for a second. Dude, can you knock? In the middle of filming!
I need this